Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Arrow, and we're hopping into some of the weirdest things that the UK does that the US doesn't. I really don't know the differences because I've never been outside the US. So if you guys are from the UK, comment down below and tell me what your favorite thing out of this list that you do that we don't. I would love to hear from you guys, and let's jump into this video.
We'll be looking at a few causes of cultural confusion that are unique to the small island we call home. What do you find weird about the UK? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Marmite. A dark brown
What is
cereal
Marmite?
invented in the late 19th century and made from yeast extract sludge left over from brewing beer. Sounds yummy. Well, actually, it doesn't. But Marmite fans know the
No
heavy refill
way.
it can bring when
I would
spread
eat
thinly
that.
on hot buttered toast with a fresh brewed cup of tea to balance out the salty flavor.
It doesn't take long before new recruit Callum Howe finds another jar in a shocking state.
Oh no.
What's the matter?
It's baby one.
Okay, don't panic.
It's not been used in months.
Not all Brits feel the same though, and Marmite is famously marketed as a polarizing food that you either love or hate.
No
The proper
thanks.
stuff is only manufactured in the UK in the Burton-on-Trent Marmite factory. It's been there since 1902 and produces roughly
Let me know if
50
you guys
million
have eaten
jars
Marmite
a year.
or Marmite.
No, Australia, Vegemite is not.
Let me know in the comments what that tastes like. I would honestly love to know, but like we should do like a video on testing different food types from different countries. I feel like that would be pretty cool, but I don't think I could eat that. That sounded absolutely disgusting.
Public schools are private schools.
Public schools are private schools? What do you mean?
You'll often hear it said that our country is run by public school boys. However, this doesn't mean what it might in other parts of the world.
What?
It doesn't imply that these politicians went to state-funded institutions and pulled themselves up by their bootstraps. It suggests that they were born into extreme privilege and attended some of the most prestigious fee-paying schools in the world. In the UK, we refer to schools for the general public as state schools, and private schools for the wealthy as public schools or independent schools. Except, not
Dude, that
all
is so
private schools are
confusing.
called public schools. Some do actually call themselves private schools, and most call themselves charities.
Is that actually the truth?
Charities. Confused yet? No more than you should be.
I am so confused. Like, I didn't know your guys' school was different. I know like your college and all that kind of stuff is different, but man, I didn't know there was a difference between public and private schools there. Insults are a
Verbal
love
affection and
language.
endearment are different the world over.
I've never heard of
In
that.
the UK, you know that someone feels comfortable around you if they insult you to your face. Or they might just be rude.
They're not jokes as such, they're just
How-
little things to say.
Yeah, it's probably fine in the hands of taxi drivers or cockneys or even Geordies.
When you've lived here long
How would
enough,
you even like know if they're joking though?
Sarcasm
Well, I
may be
guess,
the
yeah,
right form
as
of
he
wit,
just said,
but
you'll
it's
know.
also a great tool for masking social awkwardness. It stops conversations becoming too serious and fends off the Brits' greatest fear, earnestness. We spend so much time being gentle and polite,
Earnestness?
no
Y'all
one
have
wants
a
to
fear
put
of
that word
earnestness?
around their own friends and family.
You know what you are? You're a big bag of shit!
It doesn't mean we love each other any less, but where's the fun in life without some friendly teasing? Deadpan.
I mean, we
delivery is
tease in the
fun,
US,
of
but like you can
course.
really tell when we're joking and when we're not. I feel like though that to me, like even watching those is super difficult to understand if somebody's joking or not. You know what I mean?
Number 7. Town names and their pronunciation. British place names are famously difficult for tourists. to
Chitterton.
get their head around. Even native-born Brits will get tripped up.
Richfield.
At some point. The English language has
Oh,
a checkered history.
wow.
You can blame most of the confusion on the Romans,
And by
Anglo-Saxons, and the Vikings. Also the French. And the
Oh,
Celts.
wow.
Being able to pronounce the name of
Y'all have
White
some
Village,
really
Van
interesting names.
has even become something of a party piece.
Just up the road from Llanfair to Pwllgwyngyll, go get a Quindrobwll, Llan Cecilia, go. The
What? Wait, what is...
When you take
That is not a place. Pause.
pronunciation out of the equation, however, there are
New
still a lot
invention.
of place names that sound like somebody might be having you on. From Fatty Head to Scratchy Bottom,
Did
there
he me?
are other main towns in every corner.
All right, y'all have
of the
some
British Isles.
y'all have some solid
Number
names.
6.
Seriously, those are some pretty solid town names, and as well as road names. I mean, wow. My favorite one I would have to say is Bitchfield though. That's hilarious.
Every country has its own differences in dialect and accent.
I could definitely see that, just like the US has like a Western accent to like a Midwestern accent, like a Southern accent.
Have a disproportionate amount of variety. For a long time, a British accent was generally thought of as standard received pronunciation, but with the world opening up, regional accents are gradually becoming more familiar to foreign ears.
What I'm saying is that, like, if they had themselves proper jobs, you know, for the until, then they wouldn't date. You know, a lot of them's from broken homes.
That was just a noise.
A Glasgow accent is very different
I
from
didn't
a
even
Newcastle
understand that
accent,
guy.
which is different from a Birmingham accent.
You're a good man.
I like the Birmingham accent, bro. I'm a fan of the
While
Peaky
countryside
Blinders.
don't sound the same as those in the town, some people in Wales and Scotland even speak a
Oi!
whole different language. And nobody
Peaky
speaks like
Blinder.
Van Dyke, bless him.
All right, I'll do it myself.
Number 5.
I did not know that though. I did not know that you guys had a variety of different accents. That's actually pretty cool though. Just like how the US, so like I said, has a variety of different accents as well.
Taps.
Hot and cold tabs. Y'all have different sided tabs?
Natives tend to have about British bathrooms.
What is the
we know
point of
this
that?
is clearly a health and safety issue. The carpets are about keeping warm, but separate taps for hot and cold, they're a bit more difficult to justify. We do
What?
have our reasons, they're just not really relevant anymore. Historically, cold water came from the mains and was safe to drink.
I'm quite all right, Barbara. I ran it under a cold tap.
Hot water was a later addition to UK households. When it did
I
arrive,
did not
it was
know
usually
that.
heated in a tank in the loft. Therefore, it wasn't as fresh. Modern bathrooms do sometimes
Wow.
have mixer taps.
That's
They
crazy.
just
I didn't know
haven't
that
thought
at all. I thought y'all had like the same stuff we did. Hot water heaters, all that kind of stuff. Like, wow, that's crazy. But tap is tap. But to having two faucets on a sink, I think that's a little excessive. But I mean, that's how it works.
No, Britain is not the only country to enjoy
The
a
tea
nice cup of
obsession.
tea.
Do you know? I can't remember.
I like tea though too. There ain't nothing wrong with
We are
tea.
quite singular in the way we take it. It's possibly only the Irish who also understand this one. For the real tea drinker, you must understand this is not just a casual beverage. It is usually an addiction, begun in late childhood. A cup of tea can be a
I don't look at
consolation,
tea as an
offer of
addiction
friendship,
though.
or
I just
how
find
long
it
the
good.
visitor is going to stay. When a British person says
It's
tea,
like how
they do not
Americans
mean
look at
chamomile
coffee, you know
or
what I mean?
green Or iced, they mean English breakfast, usually with milk and often with sugar. And please,
That kinda sounds
don't
good,
leave
though.
the tea bag in the cup.
I would definitely, I would definitely try it. I feel like y'all have some better teas out there than the US does though. Like we just get our teas from the gas station or we get it from a little paper bag. Y'all actually make like homemade tea out there. Y'all have the good stuff and y'all know how to make it right.
Real. The UK
Metric
officially adopted
or
the metric system in
imperial.
1965.
I know this, but I
Until
couldn't
about
tell
50
you the
years
difference
ago,
between
it's what
kilometers
they
and miles
use
per
in
hour.
Europe. It's
I
what
really
we learn
couldn't.
in school. It's a much simpler way of working things out, as you're working with units of 10, not 12. So why do we still weigh ourselves in pounds and stone, measure our height in feet and inches, travel in miles, buy beer and milk in pints?
Because that's
Your
how it
generation
is.
will occasionally still tell you the temperature in Fahrenheit. Shouldn't we have acclimatized by now? No one under the age of 70 grew up under the imperial system. Good luck explaining this to anyone outside Britain, because it makes no sense at all.
See, and it makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. Just because I don't understand the difference between kilometers per hour and miles per hour. I don't know the difference between centimeters and meters. Like at the end of the day, y'all just have a different way of building things as well as measuring things, as well as even how you drive and how far you're going, the distance, like kilometers. I mean, I don't even know. I think it's cool though, but at the same time, I would never learn it.
Breakfast. British food has never had a great reputation.
That looks
in the rest
really
of the world.
good.
We traditionally choose hearty, comforting food, and that's okay. We need it in our climate. However, if there's one British dish that visitors really
Why do those
can't
beans look
it's
so
humble
good?
Beans on toast. Baked beans are a staple for the average Brit. Usually eaten as part of a fried breakfast or with
Dang.
snacky tea. Sometimes
I bet you
they're
that
just
is
what we
good.
need. They are eaten elsewhere in the world, but you'd be more likely to find them at a barbecue than on a breakfast table. No one else has taken this simple
I'm gonna have to
convenience
try
into their
that.
hearts quite like us.
I would say y'all's breakfast are probably 10 times better than America's because we just take breakfast to go because 95% of us are getting out of bed halfway too late for our jobs. So we just take a Pop-Tart and run, but I bet you y'all actually like cook in the morning. I know a lot of people in the UK do. I feel like y'all have a better dietary setup. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just speaking.
What is the country actually called? The United Kingdom.
The United Kingdom.
The British Isles. So which is it?
Yeah, what
The
actually
British
is
Isles
it?
Is a geographic
So are y'all like ruled by the same person as well too? Like I don't even know how that really works, but it's kind of interesting. It's like learning a new culture, you know what I mean? But man, y'all have some different kind of like themes going on here. I will say though, I wouldn't mind trying some of those, like the beans on toast and all that kind of stuff, because I could definitely see how good that is. And I definitely think that there are some unique features about the United Kingdom and as well as Great Britain, England, how many ever others there are under you guys. But I can tell you one thing straight, it'd be really cool someday to go overseas and as well as definitely see the culture for myself and as well as see like difference of the accents and all that kind of stuff. Like I didn't even know you guys had accents. But at the end of the day, it was really cool to definitely get informed about some of these. I know some of y'all are probably laughing, but I mean at the end of the day, y'all have a different setup going on over there than we do. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. If you did, make sure to hit that like, smash that subscribe, as well as hit that notifications. It helps the channel grows and get to viewers like you. Other than that, I hope everybody has a great rest of your evening or day wherever you're at, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.